Greetings and salutations and welcome once again to the Capeless Crusaders live at the time from Empire's Comics Vault. My name, of course, is David Barry at D.
R. Barry on varying social media
what's live when things go wrong.
Over there dropping his keys to the right side of him because he's just going to be upset
I got
with me.
so upset that I began projecting my mind into Amy and she finished my thing while I glared.
Yep. And now we all know how dexterous Estevez's character is.
Plunk. Missed it. Who are you?
I am the dropper of keys, the Azorian one, Anthony Steves.
Oh, good rhyme.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Nowhere.
We're going
We're going to go across. My mind puppet.
The mind puppet, who also might have a beard monkey, so if you hear from time to time the exuberant, pitter-pattering, small feet and the squeakery. This is Amy. You can find me at IJane You Robot on varying social media. The tiny person, pay no mind.
Okay.
She's here to be the DM's minion / she's the rumpus in the rumpus room.
When I kill somebody, she tears up their...
She is.
character
She is ready for it.
Does that mean she just throws my iPad out the door?
But next to me, in official superlative fashion, I've got my dame sister.
What's up? Hey, I am Earth 76 Estevez, sometimes Batman. Name's Minnie. I am now one of the Dame Patrol. Yeah, that's a thing. It's a thing, and that's why we're mirror imaged right now.
I love it.
It's also why you guys removed things into different places, and you both were together, and
I'm
you
all for
figured it
this.
out.
I'm all for this.
Also, it was that. I love what you said about Batman can't touch that. He has no constitution.
Nope. It's true.
But DMing for the night.
Hello, I am Manderson at Son of Mander on Instagram and Twitter. And this is my drink of choice tonight. You'll notice the Vikings logo there because we had a great night last night. And just rubbing it in over there for Dr. Barry.
Yeah, Vikings didn't have Fu Manchus or horns on their helmets, so
Yeah.
They don't have food.
historically inaccurate.
Messing with the anthropology guy.
Also, isn't
What?
there supposed to be like a...
Anyway.
So they didn't believe
Isn't
in
there a
purple.
Viking show coming for
That's fair.
For
That's-
us?
They
like
wore
a
dark
convention?
gray.
No idea.
I'm going to find out.
So, anyway, we got a number of sponsors. The first one that I'm going to start off with,
You do
because they
that.
sponsor our D&D campaigns, is Critical Dice.
Oh.
If you go to thecriticaldice.com, we're all playing with them tonight. Put in the code CAPELESS at
I win.
checkout.
I got a
You
10.
get 15% off. I just bought
Snake eyes.
their portable dice box.
You got the box?
The roll box, not like the container.
Oh,
No,
for rolling
I meant
in.
the rolling box.
Yes. I'm super excited about it, and also they just released. I don't remember what they're called. Cards of. He released a deck of cards that basically has a bunch of story hooks and then like just different big plot points along the way. So if you want to do homebrew, it kind of gives you a super loose skeleton, and you just put all the meat and the sinews and everything else in there to create your own homebrew. Anyway, David, what's our next sponsor?
Oh, I don't even know. I can't see the thing. I'm gonna assume it's Beard Balm Brush.
Yeah, that's what they've been.
Hey! I love it when you call it Big Koopa.
If you saw, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw chopping down a Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah, that was
this
good.
weekend with my burliness and my beard and my child upon my head.
Manly daddy.
Manly daddy.
Ahoy.
They actually had a guy walking around with a saw because I didn't want to do it by hand.
They can't hear you. That.
I
They can't hear
mean-
He didn't do it by hand. I did it by hand.
that. They couldn't hear that part. He totally did it by hand.
Okay, so
Oh, because...
an unnecessary use of energy when there's a man walking around with a chainsaw.
But also, there's
Wearing
a
a hockey
small
mask.
child that gets to see her father being, and she's like, yeah, Dad!
She can't remember anything. yet.
Yeah,
What,
she can.
what she remembers was
She's
the
a
first
genius.
part where he's like,
She's
I'm
a
gonna.
fairy. She can remember everything.
It's true.
No, she got a point.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, Beard Balm Brush. They make beard balm brushes. What those are is they take the wax, they take the beard balm, they take the oil, they form it into a Koopa shell. And that Koopa shell, you then run through your beard. It makes it soft. It makes it beautiful. It also works on yarn. If you want to make your yarn beard soft, with science.
It's currently MIA, but I'm really excited to get to that because it is so lush.
And if you use the code CAPELESS,
What?
you can get 15% off.
Oh,
15% off?
Oh, let me tell you, I have informed my brother-in-law,
He has
Joe.
a great beard.
Joe
does
has amazing
fantastic.
He does have a
beard.
great beard.
he will be going to their website.
He should be doing that for the holidays.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You should also buy him some dice
Oh.
because he looks like a big old nerd.
He'd play if he could.
Joe Estevez is going to get hooked up.
Most of it.
I like that.
You're making the clan of
Jostivez.
Jostivez.
Just
So-
it's a Festivus for the rest of us.
Use the codes Capeless. Get some holiday gifts,
Cheer.
depending on whatever you celebrate. Hanukkah's coming up here real soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
them
We'll
8
be
crazy nights.
Lighting them candles with our battered.
Might
Your
need
friend
some-
Veronica.
There are more muffins on this plate than I put here.
That's the thing that the child delivers muffins.
That's the muffin fairy. But we should also talk about our other
Other
sponsor.
sponsor.
Our sponsor, who is
Mm-hmm.
doing this thing. around here.
Hang on. Excuse me, pardon. Everyone, just mute. Don't actually mute.
Don't mute.
Come on, it's a
That's a
bit.
red.
I know it's a
It's a
bit.
shtick. Gosh,
It should
Junior
be.
cheeseburger.
there's a toy drive. What? Here. Where is here? Empire's Comics Vault, our home away from home of pugs. Hot Sauce,
Black Adam.
Kamix,
Ooh.
Black Adam. They are located at
1120 Fulton Avenue.
Sweet K. They are currently having a toy drive. Look at
Yeah.
that. Children
you can't see it on
receiving
our
home
table, but it's there.
of
I think-
Batman. I don't. Yeah, but I'm worried that they
Yeah.
glare.
No, yours is perfect.
Nice.
You can see
Oh,
ours.
cool. Anyway, all purchases made in the shop donated to be donated are 20%
Martian Manhunter.
off. Nice. So you can buy a toy on sale and
Oh, yeah.
donate it.
And you can
Yeah.
totally. And then we have a select, as you can see. Señor Esteves is like pulling things
He's
from a
gonna take
secret
them all with
section.
Yeah.
The secret section, if you buy from that secret section, it is 50% off those toys to be donated. Anything else that's in the shop that you buy to donate is going to be 25. But those guys over there on the special table are 50% off. We are running it till, I believe, the 20th? 20th, 21st?
Yes.
This is the 21st as well.
Better late than never.
But say if you read it on 22nd, you're like, hey, I want to donate to kids. I don't think Ben's going to be like, no, stop
stop.
donating to
No.
children.
No.
There's a hard cutoff on
We
donations.
stopped believing.
We
We are
also
done
have
with
the
that.
opportunity. We have the electronic till up at the register, the donation box. You just swipe
Yeah.
your card. It is like playing old. Yeah, it's like playing
Does it
Nintendo.
take time?
I don't know if it
Yeah,
does. We
no,
should
it does
probably
not.
know.
You can lay it on.
That's fine.
But
That's
it's
a
set
big
up
deal.
for $2 flat. You could also have a small minion that goes in there with your card and just tweet.
Over and over and over, and suddenly you've spent $40.
Yep.
So, most weeks, we
Most.
are your
Crazy.
number one, allegedly,
Almost.
podcast, supposedly, for anything comic book related,
Figured.
every now and then. But this week, we are your number one, supposedly, podcast, allegedly, for anything Dungeons and Dragons related.
Oh shoot!
So,
What do we do around the horn?
We're not doing around the horn.
I so wanted to.
We're not doing that.
Oh, that was
Get
good.
the.
Whoa.
So, you know what that means? Since we're just playing Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you want to,
Hook this
I mean,
week.
there's a lot of good Dungeons and Dragons. There's a lot of good stuff in here. But if I want more content,
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love
I
more
want
content.
I want to hear
Hey.
I want to hear about our pie.
reviews.
Our
I want to
pie
hear
party.
reviews.
I want to hear conversations.
I want to hear conversations
between dames.
between dames. Yes.
Wait, are there?
Are they
soccer-
on patrol?
Dames the patrol.
I hear they may be
Are there people that are crossing over?
scouring
I think there are things that
the
are crossing over as well.
rooftops. So if you go to our website, we have all of our content, including all of our other shows. We have so many of them. This week,
Dames everywhere.
we are going to be dropping episode 2 of the Dame Patrol. Now, Dames,
Dames.
what is the topic this week?
Tell them what time it is.
This week we are talking about old ham hands himself, Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, not me.
No, not you. Mm-mm.
You just
The
dropped
other one. Yep,
He'd
Ralph
be breaking that
Stevez. Yeah,
internet.
the other brother. Yeah, he's wrecked the internet, and we are reviewing it, talking about the themes and all of the cues and reviews for the movie, and some nerdy Disney trivia for you as well.
It's going to be a
I
great
like that.
episode.
I like
Yeah.
that.
And then if you were interested in, say, I don't know, some sports.
What? I am.
Spizzorts?
Spizzorts,
sports-
specifically of the British variety.
I'd love
Oh,
some.
right?
Goodness.
They're British.
They're British, yeah.
Very
well, they play
competent.
football,
Football and cricket.
and cricket.
You gotta know what a crumpet is to play cricket.
I do. I also have clotted cream for my scones. Get me.
Delicious.
Hit me up on that. Also, I'd like some hakas from the rugby world so we can get the All Blacks in here. Me.
But last week we dropped crossover episode 2, which is
Yeah.
Manderson's show with his brother Danderson. Soon they'll have Sanderson on
And then
there.
Banderson.
It's a whole. No, there's only 3 of them.
Oh.
Well, that would be my dad, actually.
Okay, never mind.
See?
What's your mom's name?
Susan, then be two standards.
Suserson.
Susan. And their neighbor Flanderson.
Oh.
Hatedly I.
Does Maud know about
Stupid,
this?
sexy Flanderson.
That's true.
But you can go back on our YouTube. You can go back in the podcast app, and you can check out Manderson and Danderson's talk about the Manchester Derby, which is where which 2 teams?
Manchester United and Manchester City.
I was asking him because
What he
that's his
said.
show.
He said it better than me.
But thanks. But yeah, you
I'm
can
a
check that
United
out. If you're into sports
That's
and
what we're
comics, there's a wonderful crossover happening. So we have the Dame Patrol this week, and we have crossover last week, and tonight we have Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
We don't have Sunday because someone slept in.
Yeah.
Sunday,
happens sometimes.
Sunday.
That's me.
Yeah.
There was no Sunday
Really,
coffee. with
it's
the
probably
Azorian
your
one.
kids' fault because they wake up and then they wake you up.
Yeah, they
because
didn't
they're
wake me
up.
up
Do
this
they
time.
wake you up before you go?
Three times.
There's dribbled water down my face.
I must be leaving you hanging
Oh,
on
speaking of
my
Momoa,
Excellent, my friend.
So,
thank you for joining.
let us return to the land of something where we're doing things.
Where we last left our Crusaders.
Anderson, take it away.
It has been a few scant seconds since you downed the exiled Queen Zalcor.
Time works.
As the giant apparition of a Cholton warrior squares a swing at Bryce, the neck of the Queen cracks under his staff and the spear slices harmlessly through Bryce, and the warrior dissipates into nothing. Wanza and Jessica are outside the room in relative safely.
Oh, that's right.
Peace in
Relative.
our time. Peace in our time.
As you take in the room, you see the results of your work. The sounds of the jungle come back into focus, and a rustle of leaves and plants throughout the ruins is audible as Zalcor's body limply hits the ground. The rain begins to fall, light at first, but then a full-on downpour so heavy you can't see more than 10 feet away from you. It is after midday.
I'm gonna smell like a dog after
What would you
this.
like to do?
It's raining? We just went through
I'm
all
outside.
of this, and now
I'm
it's
outside.
raining.
You're inside.
No, I know, but it's going to quickly get us wet. It's
Ridiculous.
Okay, so we killed the queen.
I want to check her body.
Oh,
Okay.
Loot, 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 loot,
Whoa.
loot.
I better pull up the loot.
yes, do that.
Loot.
There's the sound. It's back.
Interesting. It's the rainforest.
Don't listen to the door explorer sounds.
Dora, Dora, Dora,
listen,
the
look.
explorer.
All right, so
Dora.
you're checking her body?
Yeah.
Well, the dress that she was wearing was worth a lot, but it's got blood and slashes in it now.
Well,
That's
so
I mean, it's less, but still
money.
valuable.
it's half off.
I'm all about them clearance prices.
that's pretty much all that she had on her
Wow, that's nice.
was the dress.
we burned
is she-
the flower,
They
right?
burned the flower.
Yeah. Is she bleeding a certain color? Does it look familiar to?
It's a really thick
I'm
black
not gonna be
ichor
mad at me.
kind of color.
Thicker.
Is there anything under her chair?
ICHR.
Anything? Well, the chair's been upturned by
Yes,
Bryce,
it
I
is.
believe.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
where the chair was, there are 8 vials of a liquid. They're probably about this big. They got a stopper on top, and there's like a colorful swirling liquid in it. It looks a little sparkly, and it kind of changes colors as it swirls.
They're swirly, Jane.
Do we know what it is? Does anyone know what it is?
I mean,
outside.
you could make some sort of check on that.
I
Make
would
it
like to assume.
I would like to come in and go, guys. Wanda's taking a nap. She's okay.
Good to
She's
know.
got one eye open.
It's the potion from Hocus Pocus, isn't it?
No, you do not get a Sarah Sanderson, dude.
What do we have to roll for you, my friend? To,
We're doing a history
I'm going to
perception.
inspect them.
You're going okay. So go ahead and roll a
Investigation.
just straight intelligence.
You're saying he's not smart? He's not that smart.
What the hell was that?
Oh,
17.
Oh.
17. Okay. You would recognize this liquid as like a potion that causes you to have good dreams, more or
cool.
less.
Okay.
So it doesn't put you to sleep, but when you are going to sleep, it makes your dreams pleasant.
So I imagine if you had corrupted yourself and transformed into a monster and your love was a shadowy
And
swordsman,
your birds are eating people.
you'd probably want to have a potion to make sure you're able to sleep at night.
Real
Yes,
happy.
and you would know that they would. You could. Each one is worth about 10 gold on
All
the
right,
market.
let's take them.
Is there anything in the rafters still?
Go ahead and make an investigation perception check.
Oh, there's something in the rafters, isn't there?
9. I must be really short and smell like dog today because I can't see.
The rafters look pretty clear.
Thank God.
Negative perception.
Yeah. I'm short.
Oh,
What you gonna do?
I'm just going to do a quick browse around the room.
Okay.
Just see if there's anything else going on.
There's not much else in the room, and there's like nice drapes and silks hanging from the wall to kind of make it seem like a pleasant place.
How much are they?
You gotta carry all
Do you
this. So
wanna-
remember, we're gonna be waterlogged. So think about your.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and make an investigation check?
I want to know how much they
He
are.
wants to turn into a cape.
Which one of these?
I'm calling it now. He
Yep.
needs a new cloak.
This one.
Yeah, that one there.
That one.
and get all cloaky.
Intelligence. Slow eye bad.
I believe in you.
13.
Ooh.
They look like they're worth a lot. That's about as much as you can ascertain.
What do you say?
It's raining outside, so they're
It's
gonna get
raining.
wet, damaged, and then we're gonna
If he
carry
Fine,
them.
no fun. I don't want
What if he cuts out enough that he can make himself a new cloak?
It looks like if you maybe put electricity through them, that might stiffen up. Not really.
How is he supposed to do that? He's a monk. He doesn't have any electricity powers.
I had my
true.
friend Lurcius Firks tell me about that.
Luscious what?
Lurcius Firks.
Ooh, luscious.
I think we should go with
No, Lurcious Firks.
Oh,
let's just locks.
okay. I think we should
Love.
continue on our adventure
Okay.
because it's been a while. So I'm gonna.
We shouldn't have left you.
So where you're at, you guys kind of are congregating more or less in the middle. In the center was the dais that she was sitting on top of when you entered. The door that you came in leads to the south. There is a door on the west side, so that would be the left coming through the main door that you came into that is currently closed to you.
Let's open it.
Who's
Which
opening
side?
it? You said the west side.
Oh, west side.
I'm on the east side. I'm on the west side.
East Bank. I'm on the West Bank.
It's not that difficult. That was a Robin and Men in Tights reference.
Chappelle.
Man,
True. Bless you. I will open the door.
Okay.
I'm worried.
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
You're worried?
Hey, Blinken. Yeah.
All right. So the door opens easily, and you see a fairly large man-made pool of water.
Yes.
The water in this pool is unusually clear. A dozen or more large fish, turtles, and lizards swim lazily through it, and waterbirds paddle on the surface. Their ripples obscure something on the bottom of the pool, so you can't quite make it out, but the bottom appears to be blanketed in oddly shaped stones. Bits of shattered stone rest atop a square dais that rises from the middle of the pool, evidence of a sculpture that once stood atop it. Part of the sculpture lies in the pool, west of the dais, a large stone face staring up at the sky.
Is it pretty? I can't tell with my special eyes.
And you can make another investigation check if you want.
Big money, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
No, I mean.
Oh,
Oh,
a big whammy.
wait. And you said investigation?
Yep.
It's a 7.
7. It looks like a face.
Oh.
Face.
I'm gonna investigate and see if I recognize it.
There.
Okay.
I just want to see if it was pretty. You got more right on this.
May or may not be attractive.
I'm wet. I can't see. I'm a dwarf. I'm wet. I can't
10.
see.
10?
Yeah.
There, 3 up.
It looks like a face that was sculpted with a decent amount of skill.
Oh.
So we have talented sculptors.
Do these fish look a little older than what they're used to? Like a different kind of fish, considering it's man-made and there's no way for them to get from inside and
Do
out,
they look
presumably?
like a koi?
Go ahead and roll a nature check.
I want to.
Nature.
Can I give her advantage because I can't see and I'm short?
That is a 15.
15? Okay.
You can give her advantage.
You would know because you grew up here more or less that the fish aren't native to this part of the jungle. That they're typically found farther away from the coast,
Right.
more deep in the jungle. But they are often used as pets to decorate the pools of the royalty of Omu.
Okay. But is it a little odd that they're still living here, presumably not being fed in their own ecosystem in a man-made water source?
You rolled a 15?
Yeah.
That was the question that I'm all in that boat too.
They don't look malnourished or anything like that, so you might ascertain that they either one are magically being sustained, or two are the offspring of fish that have been there before.
Do they have any special powers?
That means they eat their parents. Oh my god.
I don't think that's what offspring means.
Is people? No, but I mean, if they're offspring of the existing fish, what were they
Means that
feeding
at
off
one
of?
point they're going to
Yeah,
be
because they're all, it's a closed ecosystem.
because they're goldfish.
Right, but there's still like bugs and stuff that come in.
Goldfish,
fair enough.
goldfish.
That's true. The snack that bites back.
Magical fishes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So you guys are still
I don't know
up
if they're
top
magical
of
fishes.
So is there anything else in there? Is there another door? Or is it just this area?
the.
It's a pretty cool.
It's a
You can see across probably about 150 or so feet away. There is another similarly shaped structure to the one that you're coming from. There's also a set of stairs over there that lead up. This one looks like it's overgrown and has more or less been destroyed by something. The door is off of its hinges from what you can see, and you can also make out, heading south out there, a matching set of stairs that would lead out the same way that the stairs you guys came up.
Last stairs.
Do we want to go for this bloody stuff? Guys.
You mean the destroyed tower?
Yeah, because it's overgrown and it's bloody.
Yeah, all right. Let's.
I smell like wet dog. I've been
do.
out in the rain.
You
You
do.
guys have been maintained mostly dry. Except for him. He's going to get sulky and get super wet.
That's true.
All right, I guess we're gonna head for that tower then.
I'd like to
Okay.
shake out my box and rotate.
So you walk down the stairs and you step into the water. It's about 2 feet deep, so
Wow,
most of you
It's raining real hard.
shoot. Yeah, and you.
Is it warm?
I guess technically you shouldn't have been able to see that far, but my bad. It's a continuity error.
Wait, then before your continuity error, can I cast a spell?
You want to walk
Sure.
on water so you stay dry. You food.
I want to. If I do it, the entire party can walk on water.
Then we're
Now
out.
we all
Exactly.
can walk on water.
That was the
Abracadabra.
spell casting.
Oh, Jesus.
So
That
now
abracadabra was
the entire
really-
party can walk on water.
Okay.
Doctor Strange.
I'm still wet, but I'm walking faster now.
Dwarves don't look up, so.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Strange.
I liked your abracadabra. That was sick.
I know.
All right, so you're all walking
my voice.
across.
Yeah, let's head for
Yeah.
that tower.
Okay.
Our will is
You make your way over fairly easily. As you pass the face, as you get this close, you recognize it as a depiction of Zalcor in her previous human form.
Oh, the queen.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
queen.
okay, cool. That makes sense.
She was pretty.
She was
The
pretty.
exiled queen.
Also, because you're on the water, a lot of the fish and wildlife kind of are swimming away from you, frightened. You look down and you can see that the bottom of the pool is actually filled with little sculptures of like squirrels and like baby monkeys and other fish and wildlife that have just kind of sunk to the bottom of the pool.
That's sad. So she was turning everything to stone.
Turning everything.
You can assume that, yeah.
That hurts.
Life taker.
All right, so you approach the tower and head up the stairs, I assume.
Yes.
This crumbling pagoda, assume that's how that's
What
said,
did you call me?
must have been lovely once, with its wide, graceful arches inviting the breeze to blow through and overlooking the silent pool below. But time, decay, and a bestial presence have given it a sinister air. It smells foul, and dark stains cover the floor and seep down the white steps.
Ooh. Is there anything in this room besides it being moist and smelly and akin to my soul?
Is it like the other tower, like the mirror image of the other tower?
It would, yeah. If you could assume that in its,
Heyday it was.
and yeah, when it was initially built, it was an exact, like they were a mirror of towers.
Are we able to get into it, or
Yeah,
is it,
yeah. The stairs are intact. The door is off its hinges, so you can actually see into it. The roof is fairly damaged as well. So even though the sky's cloudy, there's a bit of light that comes in, so you can see that whatever is staining the steps also is kind of streaking down the walls and is coating the floor in this tower.
gross.
Is the floor icky or is it just stained?
Go ahead and make a.
Oh no. We're gonna find out.
Go
who
ahead and make
the
an
saint
icky
is.
check.
Make an icky.
Make an
Well,
insight check.
sure, it would be an insight or an investigation
thump.
because I want to find out. Like I'm gonna touch it and
Sure.
be like, it's. I want to
Nah.
investigate, but he's got.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Peanut butter.
What was I doing? An investigation or an insight?
Insight.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
4.
4.
I can't tell what the heck this
It
is.
looks gross and slimy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, it looks gross and slimy.
Is the stairwell, is it very similar to the one previously where there was the giant plant?
What do you mean?
Does it seem
Oh,
Does it
like
look
there could be something in there, so I might want to like check it out to make sure there's nothing waiting to try to eat us again.
inside you mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Can I give her advantage? Because I'm just.
Sure. I mean, if you go both percepting together.
So boop. That was a 17.
17? Okay. From what you can tell, there doesn't seem to be anything dangerous in this tower. You can see like it has the same window openings up near the top, and up there is one of the Eblis birds that you fought in the other room. You can ascertain also that the whatever is on the ground is probably the droppings of these birds, as they have appeared to make this their nest.
Ooh, dino. Droppings?
Hey,
Guano. Yeah.
talk to animals.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna talk to animals.
Do you have spell slots left?
I don't even know, man. Everything was refreshed.
Awesome.
Was it? It shouldn't be refreshed.
You refreshed
No.
it.
Did it get? Oh man! All right, you got spell slots left.
Woo!
Top.
In those 3 seconds since her neck broke, I took a very quick nap.
You were napping on the inside.
All right. What's so you're gonna speak with
Speak
animals?
with animals, yeah.
We need a guy. Be friends.
What are you gonna say?
Choose the language. Choose the language.
He's just not. He's
He has
never
to do a
prepared because
voice.
he's like, why do you want to talk to an animal?
I mean, it makes sense, but
Yeah.
I hate the spell.
What do you want me to ask?
They're
What
my
do
favorite.
you want me to ask the bird?
That's what your favorite color is.
Well, we kind of need a guide. We want to make sure that we're going the right direction. Is there a way out? What are we looking for? The
What made these stains?
Use the language.
Not only what,
He's not. He's.
Wait.
He's not going to want to be like, I took a poo.
Wait
and me
for
and my
it.
brothers took a poo.
No, I'm not. I got nothing.
I'll channel it. Run it through me and I'll do it.
No.
Here. Yes!
I was
was
I
it.
was waiting for the I was waiting for the
Oh, you want me to do Cardi B? Is a Cardi B bird? A Cardi bird?
that would be a kookaburra. That would be a kookaburra. A kookaburra is a Cardi B.
Look up here! Look up here!
So you ask it.
What made the stains?
I mean the stains.
Yeah.
And it responds
Not their
back.
stains. I mean the
on
streaks.
the floor.
Me and my brothers and sisters.
So you killed things, or this is your?
No, this is their poop.
We kill things to eat, and then animals they have to excrete things. This is.
Oh, okay,
do what
cool.
we
So
do,
this is
we
just
bird.
this is just you. Yeah, okay, sweet. Nah, understood. Thanks, friend.
Fili popa petit papa.
What?
Fili popa petit papa.
Okay.
Oh, it's minionese.
So, are you still channeling the spell?
Yeah.
Fili petit.
It goes pretty quick.
What happened to my mom?
Oh, skip it papa.
Who's your mom?
The queen.
Oh, yeah. That is
boy.
inaccurate.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
She's taking a nap.
We,
You and Nana. Tell us what Nana.
Where are your brothers and sisters?
Don't tell him.
we don't know.
Yeah.
How long have you served your mother?
How long have you been with your mom?
My whole life. Make a deception check.
Oh, you got a lot
So
of
while
bird,
this is
dude.
these asking is happening, I'm gonna look around.
Should have
Okay.
stuck with the
This is
language.
going bad real fast, and I understand what's
Oh,
happening.
guess what he got?
You did a nat.
You did natural
You did
20?
a nat.
Natural 20.
This is natural 20.
Brought to you.
Brought to you by.
Clickle
Critical dice.
Clickle dice.
Use the cookie list to
I
get 50% off
deceive
your
the bird.
Yep, the
What
bird
now, bird?
100% believes you.
Yeah.
Dang right, bird.
All
I'm an
right,
awful
and
person.
it takes off and kind of flies off into the jungle.
But it's gonna be good, papa.
And we had the investigation.
And I have an unnatural 20.
Yes.
What are you looking for specifically?
Oh, you do.
I just want to see if there's anything that sticks
Information
out. Any
readable.
any information, perhaps crazed ramblings of an exiled queen.
Or a bird.
Another one.
So there's no like writings or anything on the wall, but you find there's like kind of in the corners there's little bits of like foliage and stuff that looks like are probably the actual nests, and in some of those you find an assortment of a pouch with an assortment of gems in it.
Sweet.
You open it up and there's 7 gems of different color.
7.
Approximately 10 gold pieces in value.
Woo!
And
money.
there's
That's a lot
a
of
bracelet that's shaped like an animal, but you don't. Actually, you might recognize the animal. The gold is worth 50 gold pieces. And there's a wooden scroll tube engraved with a skeleton.
Don't open that one.
Take it off.
Huh.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
I'm taking it all. I'm very curious about the tube.
Okay.
With a skeleton on it. I can't be.
It's totally tubular. We should take it back to.
Eh.
We should make sure that we get our fire and maybe sorceress to check this.
To check it
We'll
out.
drag her along.
Should
check
do this
it.
tabari.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else? So besides the 2 towers, have we pretty much covered everything?
Rohan.
No, so
We'll answer.
you've
Rohan
pretty
doesn't-
much covered most of the east side.
Okay.
In kind of the in between and pushed up a little bit towards the front, there is a larger building. It's shorter than the towers that you're in, but it's still raised up pretty high. It's larger than the towers that you're in there. From where you're at and kind of walking around it, you see that there are a number of sculptures around the outside of it.
Always playing that.
And then to the south, there's also a few statues leading all the way to the bottom or the south end of the patio that you would exit to.
Are they like?
Is it still raining?
Yes, still raining.
Is it like nice statues, like meant to be statues, or
Or are
like
they, like,
people running
pointing
away?
at
They're like
Are they new?
they're on the center one. They're elephant heads that have been sculpted into it. So they were intended to be there.
Are
Okay.
they nude?
And you would assume
Also
that
the
because they're like
question, is it the burrito?
they're coming out of the stone. That is the tower.
Are they nude?
The elephants?
The
The bird
statues.
flew away.
They're just elephant heads. So yes, they're nude.
Okay.
This is important information. Tuck this away for later.
I know what the
Elephants don't forget.
exactly.
So there's only one entrance to the tower then?
The one in the middle, or the one you're coming out of.
The one in the middle.
So last time when you passed it, you noticed there was an entrance on its east side. If you're coming south out of the tower you're currently in, you also notice that there is an entrance on the west side.
East side to the west side.
We went west. Let's go east.
Good job, bud.
We're gonna go east. We're gonna take the east entrance.
Okay.
Wagons.
So you're gonna make your way down and head in
We're making our way downstairs.
to. I don't need this
Walking
anymore.
fast, faces passing, we're homebound. We need a short rest.
We might need a long rest.
All right. So as you close approach it, traces of gold-colored plaster still cling to the dome in a few spots at the top, but everywhere else you see old weathered bricks, more than a few of which have fallen through. The larger-than-life-size elephant carvings and the graceful towering spire are still magnificent sights, even if their glory is dimmed by time and decay. As you enter, you see an 18-foot-tall stone statue of a Cholton warrior in splint armor, wearing a helmet festooned with Tyrannosaurus teeth and bearing a shield of intricately patterned leopard hide.
Is he nude?
He's wearing leopard.
He's wearing leopard. Bada bing.
This statue towers over the chamber and looms above a wide octagonal cistern. The chamber echoes with the sound of rainwater dripping from the ceiling into the gaping pit.
Leak.
The face of the giant warrior statue is obliterated by deep gouges, but the rest of the statue remains intact.
You can stare at his pecs all day.
Especially the-
That's nice.
Clutched in the statue's right hand is a stone spear, and resting on the floor beneath it is a clay urn. North of the statue is an open balcony overlooking the flooded garden. Standing to one side of the giant warrior is another statue, this one much smaller. Exquisitely lifelike, it depicts a man reaching for the urn.
No.
His face turned toward the balcony, his lifeless eyes, you see terror. Stone steps ascend along the curved wall to the level of the second floor, but the floor is almost entirely collapsed. Someone's been up there, however, because a message of some sort is scrawled across the dome ceiling.
Ooh.
Is
Who
there-
wants? Wait. Does anybody in our party recognize
Yeah.
the style of writing or language? Not read it, but just recognize it.
Yeah. Laura.
Yeah. What does it say?
It
Laura,
says,
read that.
Statues.
"True love, faithful general, safe will you rest in Nangalore eternal. None will disturb you while I live. Such is my vow of penance, and for my sins I cannot die."
Oh no, does this mean this?
Interesting. Is there enough space and dry floor
That we can move around.
for
Oh
us
yeah,
to-
definitely.
For us to take a rest?
Yeah, you guys can
wanna take a
definitely
short rest?
spread out. It's
Guys, I'm gonna camp.
it's probably about
Nice.
15 to 20 feet wide around the cistern, so there's plenty of space.
So in other words, we can set up guard. We can run a short rest. Everybody gets
Yeah, I
together.
said let's just kind of revitalize.
Have a coffee.
Yeah.
You have a coffee pot in there?
Figure out about the statues and the nudity.
Slowly reaches into her pouch.
This
pulls out a
statue's not
flask
new.
and-
Nor is the other one.
Yeah,
Guys, it's getting darker.
sure.
Because I think I saw something. Yeah.
Guys, it's getting darker.
You're acting a bit craven.
What's
Oh,
in the urn?
Sorry?
What's in the urn?
Smart.
Having read the crazy ramblings.
Because
You want to make an investigation check?
General
It's a gold colored urn.
Yo, here comes the general. And
Rise
crazy.
up.
1-800 General Death.
Here comes the general. Rise up.
That was investigation or perception?
Investigation.
14.
14? Okay, you would recognize it as a traditional urn used for those who hold a place of honor in Omu. When they die and their bodies are burned, their ashes are put in these. So you would assume that it's the ashes
It's
of the general Therataya.
Rise up.
Okay. Well, I see that her love was still with her, admittedly very ashy.
Yeah.
Mine needs a motion for that.
Elbows.
Swig, swig.
Lubriderm.
Elbows.
Aqua, whatever.
Aquaphor.
Aqua
There
4.
you go.
Vaguely Vaseline-like. Oh, anyway.
Vaseline.
We did our short rest.
Yeah, we did our short rest,
That
so
was
we know that the
bad.
general's ashes are in the urn.
Is there a way up to the balcony? I can't remember. I
So
might have been a wee bit tipsy / tired.
the balcony is on the same level as you are. You can walk out onto it and you can see the man-made pool that you walked over.
Is there anything else in the tower that we can see? Is there more doors? Another
How deep is
level?
the cistern? Who's got
There's the door opposite you came in, which is closed, but you were over there before.
That's the
so
other
you're-
entrance.
yeah.
And there's nothing else really of note except for the large statues?
Large statue, tiny statue, urn,
Cistern.
the cistern in the middle, and then there are stairs. Like if as soon as you come in, the door on the west side, right to your right, there is a set of stairs that lead up to what's left of the second floor.
You said that floor is mainly collapsed, right?
Mostly collapsed, yes.
Moving on up to the east side.
Could be fun.
Moving on up to the... And so, okay, so there's the...
Can we send the monk up? He should be light of foot and strong of liquid
I like wiggle.
liquid encouragement. She says as she slips him his flask.
I think she's up to something, but I'll drink it anyway.
You keep your good ideas to yourself.
Swear the statue's naked.
The mermaids, not Dora.
That's what I said.
Exactly. You don't want anything about the
Should we...
mermaid.
Yeah, okay, so do you want to go upstairs?
Why not?
We're going to send him up because he's the most light...
Okay.
But-
Just make a straight dexterity check.
Which one?
20.
D20.
20 and then plus your dex, which is the plus...
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's over.
It's a 9?
Oh yeah, 12.
12.
That works.
You make it up with a little bit of trouble. Some of the steps kind of like start shifting and
What the
cracking
hell?
as you go up, but you manage to make it to the top.
When I buy this, I'll fix that.
My new house soon.
Good cave. Alright.
Good cave.
So is anything...
He's all the way
there?
up?
Yeah, anything up there?
Perception. Then look
Investigation.
Ah,
You went right for the die. Look at it. Look at this.
get it.
What was that again?
Investigation.
So 21.
21.
Ooh, blackjack.
You
He's not just light of feet, man.
you look around and you see towards the edge of what's remaining of the floor,
The edge.
there's a tile that looks a little different than the rest.
That tile looks different.
There, like the grouting that would be there is either faded or gone.
Looks faded or gone.
That goes picked up a whole bunch of times.
Like it was picked up a whole bunch of times.
Are you gonna go?
I want to go check it out.
You gonna go pick it up?
I want to pick it up.
Okay.
Carefully.
You pick it up,
Yeah.
and as you pick it up,
Yeah.
an explosion goes. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna work his way
And I
and start
die.
screaming.
Then I'm.
Inside is a small wooden case, probably about 3 inches wide and 2 inches deep, and about 2 inches tall.
I want to open it.
Okay,
Wait,
go
is
ahead
there
and open
anything
it.
on it? You didn't even see if
There's
there's
something on it.
There's a Moan script on there. You don't recognize it.
Yeah, Moen script. Jason the Moen script. Got it.
Jason and Blood script. I like this.
It's just wet.
Maybe we should try peeing on it.
Hang on.
you could take it.
Is
with
it
you.
nude? No.
You're
I
like,
want to
I
open
wanna-
it. I want
Okay.
to open it.
But should you?
I'm gonna open it,
or
Jason.
take-
Open.
You should take it down, have her read it, then open it. Cough, because she can read the script. Cough,
Oh yeah.
Caw, caw, I can read. Caw.
Wait. I'm gonna take it back down so she can read it. Watch out for the ledge.
It's a trick step.
Look, box with scripts on it. Jason Momoa's on it.
Thank
Can you
you,
check that out?
Dark Man.
Yeah. Might say aloha.
I read it with
It just a
a
single
mama.
word of hope is scrolled on the top of it.
That's Superman.
it's just kryptonite, guys.
He got us.
Pop it open. Is it green?
It's a green.
Is it nude?
Is it red?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You want to just hand him back the box and be like,
Open
"You
it
should
up?
open
Yeah.
Oh, he won't
Uh,
open the box.
You open
Oh,
it
okay, I'll pass it
and
back. I'll pass it back.
Does
to
it
him.
sound like the Krypton smell music from the first movie?
Is it the first? I love. You that would be so good. The dark.
you're gonna open it.
I want to open it. Yeah.
Okay. You open it, and then on the bottom side of the lid, there's another word, and there are stacks of parchment and paper. They look very old, but they've been well kept.
Flash at the bottom of the box. The lids are
It's not gonna flash her. What are you talking about?
What's
wrong with you?
I've been drinking heavily.
I'm gonna show her the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
All right, what does it say?
There's nothing on the bottom of the
No,
box.
it's the
What-
lid. Bottom of the
in it?
lid.
Yeah.
Oh, the bottom of the lid.
Yeah.
Bottom of the lid.
The word love.
Oh,
Okay.
faith, hope, and love.
Ay, Dios
And then you lift the
mío.
paper, and when it says Martha,
Same name. Where do you say that name?
No, it says Mirtha.
Martha.
Mirtha.
Nice.
all right, what does the paper say?
He can read
It's
it.
it's all also in a
It's
moon
a
script.
Jason Momoa. Got it.
Yeah.
So I assume you give it to Laura, and she
Yeah.
reads through it, and it's basically the
Mala.
correspondence of the general and the queen back and forth of their courting and their love for each other.
Read it.
Some of it's pretty good.
She was like,
Some of
I'll
it's
start
pretty
I, and then
graphic.
he'll start
Read
love,
it.
and then she'll say you, and then they said it back and forth, movers
They
time.
finished each
Yeah.
other's sandwiches.
one of the letters says, "No, you stop writing."
You
Stop writing. Takes months to get this
Some-
back and forth.
So much paper.
Some of the letters are very
Graphic.
detailed and explicit.
They
Not
spell
for the eyes of the
143.
young.
Not for the eyes of the young.
14369. 14369.
Are you doing pager codes?
Yeah. Is it nude?
Oh,
Some of the letters might be.
Gas.
you're all about that 14367.
Did they send
aren't
gifts?
you?
Oh.
It's all about that 14367.
Yeah. Grew up in that time.
Oh shoot!
I'm gonna play the Patreon.
Is there anything we need to
High
know? Is there any important
Yeah.
information in regards to our current quest? Anything about a soulmonger?
Is it made mention in
There's
this
a lot
teaching?
of letters, so
Maybe
it'll take you time
Yeah,
to read.
I'll-
Man
through
says
that.
that.
Meanwhile, I would like to. Can we inspect the Squirrely with the skull? Squirrely, squirrely.
Oh, yeah, they
squirrely.
Yeah.
Scroll skull. Yeah.
Just inspect.
Yeah. I'll inspect that, before I sit down and do homework.
Okay.
I'll make you bread.
Go ahead and roll.
Dearest
The
Schnookums.
camera just went up.
Schnookums, I love that one time.
The camera just went up.
I'm
Where's the
just
camera?
going
It's gotta be
to
nude
go into my cloak like this. I've become a slight hermit.
Is it Cam1?
Oh, Cam one just disappeared.
Oh. And now,
Apparently you took off
this is
your
the
clothes.
Dames cake over
Dad.
as I'm doing my homework. Your schnookums.
So go ahead and roll, as you're reading that, go ahead and roll
We're gone. Where we go?
Where do
roll
we go
insight,
from
but
here?
use your intelligence modifier on it.
Are we in the quantum realm?
You might be in the end. You might be in the end of the dark universe.
But use my intelligence. Boo. Okay. That's shady. That's shady, DM. Okay.
What?
He's losing
I'm not the
people.
only DM who does that.
You're shaded him.
Boo.
Get it.
Oh, 18.
18?
Boo, boo.
All right, so you read through it, and there's not a mention of a soulmonger in there. It more or less is straight up all of their
Now tell me if you're
romance,
gonna be
and then the very last entrance, which was the actual top sheet, is the first half is her just like madly scrolling how angry she is at the general for betraying her, and then on the flip side, she kind of writes a letter of penance to him as she realizes that he didn't actually betray her when she was exiled, and that he stayed true to her.
Constant couple mix-up.
There's enough drugs.
And the romantic music swells.
Cameron Diaz.
Does he still have that stuff right here?
Which stuff?
It's hair gel. That's what these letters were.
That's really all.
That's why I want to hear more.
Um,
Touched your nude.
so, what do we do?
You guys are taking a long rest, so
Oh, we're long resting now.
your
Alright.
full hit points. There should be a long rest button on your things if that already hasn't been done.
There's a few of the letters in Bryce's hand because he's reading them to himself.
Is he reading quiet? Did you climb back up top by yourself?
He's meditating on
It's
that whole.
his private time.
on the
So
last
there's
letter.
nothing else really going on in this building
Not in that
otherwise.
building, no.
So we got a scroll protection from
I
undead.
mean,
We got some letters from the chick we already killed.
there's a kind of like the occasional ripple in the water below and like a splash every now and again.
I don't like the sound of that.
I mean, it's raining though, right?
That bugs me.
The rain stopped.
The rain has stopped.
That
It's
bugs me even more.
It's not raining
something
anymore.
in the water.
There's something in the water.
But we saw that there was something in the water. It's fish.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
the other
tiny
water.
squirrel
This is
section.
Oh,
different
this is
water.
new water.
Oh.
The
This is
cistern.
the dark water.
This is the dark water. So
Oh, this is the pit, right?
the cistern.
Yeah,
is supposed to have-
cistern.
Okay, so I'm gonna investigate this.
why?
Okay.
Did you have a spell that does like the
No.
Rudy things where you can sense?
Think about this.
Wait, how far can you sense when you are a citizen?
I can't sense it. It's not. It's when I'm just in druid form. Are you talking about?
How far can you sense underneath ground?
Let's find out.
I'm seeing if there's any green that you can call up to the surface. That was great.
That was it. That's the thing in the water, isn't it?
Is it my mother again?
Where did my? There it
I had such
is.
problems when I left her behind in the mine.
Oh.
Speak with
She was so
animals.
angry.
Pass without a
I was
trace.
just so upset that I didn't become like the
Her.
perfect
Speak with plants.
dwarven wife, and I was just like, Mom, nobody wants this face.
30 feet. So I can communicate with 30 feet down.
You can see if there's any moss.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, bro.
I'm gonna try to communicate with any plant life
Bioluminescent algae.
Okay.
30 feet down.
Bioluminescent algae.
Okay.
Do I communicate with anyone?
There's like roots and other things coming under there, like seedlings that are
We've been talking
In the cistern?
dormant in and underneath the cistern.
Sweet.
Talk
Hey,
to the
friends,
babies.
do you see anything?
Is there anything near the cistern?
Name them Audrey.
Hey, hands on.
Not me.
They tell you that
Who wants to listen to me?
there are
Sorry with those letters. Sorry.
a number of snakes moving around in the
Why did it have to
system.
be snakes?
Ah, there it is. Where's the line?
Why did it have to be snakes?
Is there anything shiny down there? Anything else?
Anything not living? Any items, objects? A soulmonger, perhaps?
There's a lot of
Can it
statues
also
down here.
extend? Can
Statues?
it
Little
also?
tiny statues.
Can you
Tiny
also
baby statues?
Yeah,
Oh.
none of the snakes are statues, but there's little tiny like
Can't you
there's a
technically
little cute
also
squirrel
use-
statue.
Oh.
There's a
The
little
talking animals
like
isn't in play anymore because they're longer.
spider monkey statue.
Because
There's a
I
couple of
can
tiny
turn it back
Chewinga
on, but
statues.
I'd have to.
how long is it
see
good
them.
for? Oh, you have to see them. You
No,
can't,
hang on.
like-
Let me check.
You can't pull that
How
sweet
wide
Harry
are the
Potter
cisterns?
stone?
It is approximately 30 feet across, so from close to the going towards the doors, and then about 25-ish feet front to back.
Okay.
Front to back, then front and back.
How far away do you have to be to do speak with animals?
It should say on
10?
the
Yeah, so I have to be 10.
10 feet. Yeah.
Feet. Okay.
Something that
Isn't there? Why?
Do we want to get some information about down there?
Yeah, I was about to say, we either of us can speak with animals.
If we want to, I have an idea. I don't know if you would like it, but I have an idea.
What's the idea?
I go down there for a little bit and just be right back.
Does somebody got a flashlight?
I have ways of seeing.
Beard
Any of us have flashlights.
Beard I need a torch, but if I call the proper torch, then I'm thinking bridge. Hey,
Okay.
release.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what, Laura? Let's go for it. I like that idea.
All
I love
right.
this plan.
Claws. I'm just gonna.
You shake.
Yep.
And you're gonna jump in.
I'm gonna climb down.
Okay, so you go ahead and make a athletics check.
Roll it.
Checking them athletics.
Roll it. Spider beard.
Dope.
She found dope.
I found dope.
She found dope in the water.
Yeah.
Score!
Score. That is.
How much is that?
That one? The beard rolled.
Do it again.
That is 14.
14? Yeah. Okay, you start making your way down, and the sides are slick, so you start slipping, but you get your claws into the side of the
I
wall.
got my little foot claw.
Yep. Make your way down and land in the water. The water is only about 2 feet deep. It's not very deep here either, so you can walk around, put it easily on the ground.
Am I still walking above water?
Oh yeah, how long does water walk last?
No, after a long rest.
long
it's
race.
gone. Yeah.
Darn.
You haven't really taken your long rest yet.
I thought we were taking a long
We're in
rest.
the middle of it.
You're still doing stuff.
Oh, we're still resting. So am I just like resetting this constantly because
I'm
I'm like
basically
resting
the only
in
person
between?
that's resting.
Yeah, rest.
You're making sure Wands is alright.
All right, let me check.
I'm making that
Hang
really
on.
sweet beard.
What's your AC?
That's about 6 degrees.
My AC is 16.
16? Okay, so as you're down there, you see something kind of making its way towards you, and you feel on your leg a sharp pain.
No.
And you take
Piercing damage.
1 point of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
We the people. In order to form it.
No, not Constitution.
Got it.
See, this is my
Alright,
mark.
con save.
You're probably fine.
Probably. This
Wait, did you-
natural
why'd
one
you
is brought to you by Critical Dice.
Ooh, what did she get?
So it's a 7.
All right, you take 5 points of poison damage,
I didn't ask for this.
and
Oh,
you
poison
are
music.
currently considered poison.
Okay.
Does she make a noise and/or
Watch
notice
my
what the
wife.
piercing comes from?
Hello, poison.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we hear from the bottom of the cistern.
Do you cry out in pain?
Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
I mean-
And then it's more like a yell that I can't do since there's a little beard monkey around.
Yeah.
It's swearing of a language.
It's a swearing in Omu.
Ooh, there you go.
It's, and then she'll start speak with animals.
Beely poo poo.
Okay.
That's it?
I understand you've been down here by yourself for a while. Was that necessary?
Like a stern conversation with the
Was
snakes.
that necessary?
You get back. Yes, we are very hungry. The queen hasn't been by in some time to feed us.
It always goes back to the queen.
We want snacks.
We have a nice pie.
Pie.
I'm baking bread.
It's gonna be. Is there
When was last the
time
queen
signature?
came by?
Yeah.
It's been weeks since she's come by to feed
I'm
us.
literally watching it right now. I like.
Would she feed you just out of the goodness of her heart, or was she doing it part of a ritual?
We are her pets.
What do we call you? Are you Legion?
She never gave us a name.
Would you like a name? Do you have an anti-venom? Would you like some bread?
Brad always solves it.
They prefer to go by Brock.
Brock.
Burke.
Burke.
I'm gonna call you Eddie.
And,
Eddie.
I'm gonna roll to investigate that.
that was a good
It's
secret.
a good secret. I'm going to share that with the Rat King.
You want to go by Brock?
Is there anything else you want
Wait,
to?
really?
I mean, I was just making a joke.
I,
'cause
Oh, no,
I
because
say
you
I
said
was
I
gonna
Venom
ask
and
you
Brock's
for a name.
Venom and...
if there's like anywhere to go, or
Yeah,
is it just like is it just like a pit?
Is it just a pit, or is there anywhere else?
Are you asking
Any
the snakes, or are you
tunnels?
just asking me as the DM?
You as a DM first, just to like get a brief. Like,
Get a
As far as you can tell, it looks like it's just a pit in the middle of this room that is filled with water. By intention or not, you're not sure.
okay.
Where does Snicky Snick? Oh, the Snicky Snicks are just down
The
there.
snakes are just on the bottom. Has your home always been filled with water?
Yes.
There's a bunch of like venomous water snakes.
Venomous water
hanging
snakes
out.
just showing out.
Moccasins?
Moccasins.
Water moccasins.
Shoes?
Black Mamba.
Shoot.
Kobe Bryant.
Uma Thurman.
Kobe Bryant's poisonous?
Yes. Yeah.
To the
he
Kings.
met his. Never mind. I'm not gonna
That's
go into
fair.
his personal life. It's just kind of awkward.
Okay.
To the Kings, who's poisonous.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's Crusader.
Yeah. All right.
Retired.
Yeah, I guess climb back out there and we'll,
Yeah, I'm
we'll
just gonna
tend your
climb
wounds.
back out. Yeah. I'm gonna climb out.
Shows her wound. Oh my god! Dear.
I'm gonna put some bread on it.
Put some bread on it.
I
You
think
got
I-
some moss.
Yeah, I'll toss.
We got some moss. We can draw out some of that.
We got some Elizabeth moss.
Hey.
I'm trying to see.
I'll toss
Like,
some rations down there.
Okay.
You can throw my bread.
It's kind of like
It's leavened.
a thrashing around the food, and then the water goes calm.
You're welcome, Eddie.
Stop.
So it seems Queen got out of her routine. The crazier she got in the next week or so.
She got straight cray cray.
What we're saying is,
I
should
did
be
boo-boo.
crazy.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't even go, oh, my bread. He went over.
I'm gonna.
So that's just a pit of snake.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
just a pit of snake.
And
These people
refresh my memory.
weird.
The statue is in
I love
between.
pits of snakes. They're pretty.
The pit of snake is.
So the
statue is in the middle of the pit of snake.
The statue is on the north edge, in between the cistern and the balcony that overlooks the
We
pool.
never checked the cistern. There's something in the cistern.
No, that's what she just was.
That's what I was just down.
Yeah, that bit.
That was snake.
That was where Eddie was.
And I.
Okay, so there's
Eddie
a
the snake.
the general's ashes, a statue, two statues,
Snakes.
a pit of
The urn.
snakes,
Love letters.
the ashes in the urns, love letters, and that's it in this building.
Nude statues.
Then
We
the
did
other
go up
building,
on the
one's
balcony,
all
right? We
smashed
just went up
up.
on the second
Yeah.
tier. We
Someone
didn't go
with
up
a face,
on
I
the
think.
balcony.
I think the balcony just overlooking the flooded garden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's nothing on the balcony.
We looked at the urn already, didn't we?
yeah. Well, the urn
Yeah.
has the ashes of the general.
That's right, yeah.
I do want to pocket some of that.
Some of the ashes?
Yeah.
Gross.
Okay.
Gonna
I've
mix
wondered
it into
about you,
cookies.
I like your style.
Are you
never
being
know.
sneaky about it, or are you
Mask.
just doing it?
I'm just doing it.
Okay.
Pockets hand.
Very, very sneaky.
Coffee. You gotta make coffee.
If Zalcor was still alive, now she would be really upset.
Well, good thing
But
we
she
already
did,
killed her.
so...
Don't tell us things.
And there's two identical towers. One where we killed her. Another one where just some of the family of the birds, and it's pretty wrecked. And that is it for this small.
Collection.
That's the north side. I mean, you came through the garden with the river or the stream down the middle the first time we were here, which
Yeah.
was 2 sessions ago, where you encountered the man-eater and the other plant that you got rid of before. There is, on both sides, there's kind of like a plateau or a courtyard that runs down.
Okay.
You went up one where you encountered the Twinga and then
Yeah.
made your way there. The other side runs down. There's two giant statues, one kind of parallel, you would have passed it on your way to this tower, and one at the very south end.
Okay. Are there any more buildings?
There are no more buildings.
Are there any obvious cave entrances, or
Is there a mowed lawn?
is there a moat?
No.
No. They're not keeping this place up.
No. I
I feel like that part in a video game when you're beating a level but don't know where else to go.
Yeah, you're kind of like, I think we're done.
It's waiting for you to do something, but I don't know where. Just walk to the boundary. Sure, your guy keeps doing this. Just doesn't move. Just keeps going.
There's one other thing I need to do before I leave here because I can't leave here. But
But what is it?
So you pocketed the ashes, but the urn.
hey, what's up, Nathaniel?
Yeah, the urn's still sitting there.
It's Corey. That's your best friend.
It's my best friend.
Yeah, there it is.
I thought it was my best friend.
You shut your face.
Put in the chat, Corey. Who's your real best friend?
I guess on
pencil
on Thanksgiving, which of the 3 old men was his grandfather?
Don't do
I guessed correctly.
Don't do it.
Just pick the girls. We're easy. We're not gonna fight over you that much.
I mean, I win anyway. So
Wait, okay.
wait.
Question slash idea. Where the urn of ashes was and the pit with Ede, there was the statue where the ashes were.
Nude statue.
There were 2 statues.
one that kind of like Craven.
Craven nevermore.
Yeah.
Is the urn movable?
Yes.
Can I move it in front of the smaller statue?
Can we throw it on the?
Jim, and the smaller statue is like right next to it, so it's pretty much already there.
No. Okay. See if it triggers something.
If you move the hands, does something open?
Move the hands of what?
The statue. Like, is it? You watching Indiana Jones? Come on.
Did you
Just
want
grab the hand, just snap.
to try to move?
Never mind.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Do you want to try to move the hands of the tiny statue or the big statue?
The tiny statue you said looked terrified. So are we
Yeah.
to assume that the tiny statue is not actually a statue, but a person who was turned into stone by
It's
the
looking
queen?
at the balcony.
Oh, that explains the
You
ignorance.
could assume that.
Where is it looking? Where are its eyes?
It's
That's-
looking
yeah,
towards the balcony.
At the balcony.
But
balcony.
that's probably where she was because it's
Yeah.
living in terror.
We killed her. Got a Sherlock Holmes.
Looks like
this.
Yeah, I feel like
Something gonna blow up?
I guess we should head back
What?
for the boat.
I just saying
Or kick over every statue.
Are you
Pushing them all.
Yeah. Something's gonna happen.
already broke a few, so
Well, we broke one, and we got this fantastic clawed a warrior with us. So I
Yes.
think that's pretty good.
that's good for you, yeah.
What warrior?
He said, Corey said, "You're all my best friends because it's." Can't
It's
say
off
that with
Tom.
kids around or on the
You
air.
can.
Off Tom.
you can.
Can you say that? I don't know. To Tom, I'm like Thanos.
Filling
Filling
up
up
my
your
friend
friend gauntlet.
Very nice.
So if you get enough of us, do you snap and make half your friends disappear?
I don't like this idea.
Don't do that.
I don't want to be your friend
Please
anymore.
don't do that. Please don't do that.
There's just a
Please don't do that.
university and a friend list
Can we
in her
have
gauntlet.
Wanza do a check to see if there's any additional magical presence in any direction? Magic. What?
Sure. There's within 30 feet of you. There's no magical auras.
Does it show 60?
No,
That's a 30 foot. Yeah.
It's
Can
30.
we-
She
can we-
acts like a metal detector.
So then can we take her back out the way we came in? And see if it senses anything else? Junk.
Okay, so
Magic.
we're assuming you take your long rest, which is 8 hours. So it's when you are done with your long rest, it is probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. So it's dark.
The money.
It's dark.
It's dark.
Oh, hey.
It's nighttime.
I have dark vision.
Did it stop raining?
I think we all do. Or
Nah,
most
Corey,
of us.
it's fine. I just don't know what's okay and what's not because apparently I'm 12.
Oh,
not a dirty word.
Oh, don't say peasant.
that's okay.
say hecka. That's
Dagger with +5 against ogres. Anyway.
H-E double
I attack the darkness.
The darkness goes away.
Yes.
All right, I guess
So you wait until the sun comes up.
Cool.
The birds chirp.
Yeah.
The eerie music goes away because we're not in an eerie state.
Sweet.
Yay.
You make your way
Indiana.
back to.
I guess we're gonna head back for the boats because we've investigated everything.
To the boats.
Well, we didn't go. We went out. We went through the west door to get to the pool.
Right.
From that main door, but we didn't go in the east.
He said there were two statues.
No, well, in the room, the chamber where we actually defeated the
Oh, right,
queen,
right.
There
we
was
went
one
to
on
the
one
west
side.
door.
We didn't go
Okay.
to East.
We didn't go to the east door.
There wasn't any store.
Oh, I thought you said there was an east door.
No.
That was
That was the
That was
opposite
the
tower.
one we were just in, and
Got
that
it.
was the other entrance that we
Okay.
opted not to take.
We got magic
Good to know.
just for you. Sorry, Pippin.
No, you're good. So are we heading back for the boats?
Can we have Wanza read and study the protection against the undead spell before we go?
Someone's getting a little bit of flashbacks.
I mean, you can. It would take. She would have to spend 25 gold to get the materials to transcribe it into her
Yeah.
spell book, or she could read it and use it once. So I mean, she could study it, but she has to put it into her spell book
Yep,
to make it a
transcribe
permanent
it.
spell.
She might as well just hold on to it for now.
Yeah.
Can I just pay in advance so she's got it up in her pocketbook?
Sorry, what?
Can I just pay in advance so she's got it up in her pocketbook?
I mean, she needs the materials to do it. She had to
Yeah,
purchase
so you
25
need
gold
25
materials.
gold.
basically.
She can't harvest it.
I'm confused.
I don't. If she has like an ink kit that she's proficient in, maybe she could find something to make that special ink. It's like a magical ink.
You can't use those magical vials for them sweet, sweet dreams were
Yeah,
made of
magical
this.
question mark. What's
I mean,
Who
you
am
could-
I to disagree?
Good. I don't know how that would help though.
to the boats?
Sorry. All right, so you're heading to the boats.
No, don't do that.
Has a
Don't worry about
passive. Anybody have a passive perception higher than 14?
Oh,
It is right at 14.
I'm at
14?
one.
Okay.
I got
I
a
have a 1.
I got a 9 for my
You have an
passive.
11.
I have an
I
11.
was like, my intelligence
Two
is
ones.
13 for passive.
Hey.
I know, right?
So 14 for your passive perception?
Yep.
Okay, as you're making your way down to the boats, you notice
Here it comes.
something
It's
that's not very common in this area. It's like
A mugwai.
a
I found a mugwai.
Yeah!
Dylan!
Get it.
there seems to be like some kind of bushy growth coming out of the ground that as you
Ew.
pass by.
Ew.
You would recognize it as the
You.
you would recognize it as the
Yeah, I recognize it.
the little bit of green that grows out of the top of wild root, which is a
It's a yum yum eat 'em up plant.
well, it's a plant that if you take the time to make a juice out of it, will cure a poison.
Oh, pineapple.
Cool.
Also, you're no longer poisoned because you took a long rest.
Yeah.
job, buddy.
Dig it.
Newsletter.
I wasn't
Collect
that
some of
worried
that
about
for
it,
the-
but
Update.
I think
Yeah.
she would like to.
So,
Wanza would
tweet
like to
that.
collect some of that.
Tweet your
Yeah,
status.
if you harvest it, you have
no longer poisoned.
two wild
Hashtag life.
two
Hashtag
wild
blessed.
wild roots, two wild roots.
Two red roots.
Two
Do you want to give
youths.
it to Wanza or do you want it?
I'll give it to Wanda because you know.
Roots.
You're in the jungle.
Everybody.
Mia.
You know
Rachel.
Rachel.
All right, so you make your way back to the boats.
Stay with me.
Boat. There's only one boat.
Is there on the way out? Is there? I know it was a bunch of roots and vine work. Is there any like soil in front of the actual palace?
No, it's pretty sheer drop at like a 10-degree angle down to the river below.
Okay.
The amount of questions we're asking makes you think we're like jumpy and they're in the setting. Yeah. No, it's just soil. No, it's just soil. It's a boat.
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 We're all PTSD here. Okay.
So I guess we're gonna head for.
Boat.
So we're at the boats.
Yeah,
The
the
boats
boats.
are still there.
There's only one boat, but yeah, it's there.
We got the boat.
We call it boats.
All right,
Okay.
we're gonna take the boats.
Your boats is called boats.
Mhm.
Boats
We named her
called
boat
Boat is called boats.
Which direction did we come down the river to get here?
You were coming.
We were
You
going
were
down
heading
the
north
bayou.
to south.
All right, let's keep doing that then.
Going down the bayou. Going down.
Okay.
the bayou.
Down on the corner.
Is going to be
Out in the
piloting
street.
the boat,
Is that one?
or whom's.
Whom's is
Could be
Whomst,
multiple
whomst,
persons.
Oh, with a captain's hat.
It's a big.
Jessica and Bryce are going to be
rolling that?
rowing.
Okay.
I rode last time with you and I gave you encouragement. I see how this is, bro.
Go
with that.
ahead and roll a survival check.
This is what happens when you do this to me.
Roll 20.
Hey.
What's your survival?
Do I have anything else? Oh, wait,
There you
survival.
go. There you go.
19.
19. all right.
18.
18. Perfect. You guys are making your way down this
Down.
river
Making our way down.
as if the current is not flowing against you, but for you.
It
You
loves
are
this.
moving so quickly.
Look at
That's-
you and your big, strong muscles. I'm not drunk.
Lose track of time, and you notice as you come, like, start taking in your surroundings, that the sun is actually setting, and is in fact set beyond the border.
Huh?
What?
Guys.
On the western shore
And I press the button.
you hear
Fat.
I press the button.
a little tiny voice,
And push the button.
Threatening tiny voice.
and coming out of the trees to the edge of the water, you see a little tiny figure that looks like a cute little tiny girl.
Grow faster. Grow faster.
Until she bares her fangs, and you can see it's actually not a little cute tiny girl,
Aren't you
but an
rowing?
undead girl. And behind her comes a horde of undead
I told you
Rushing
we should have done the thing.
Let's all stop
towards
rowing.
the lake,
Let's
or
all stop
towards
rowing.
the river.
Oh,
And they just kind of like, it's kind of like that scene in Infinity War when all of the Outriders, that's what they're called, right?
Open the gate.
so the
Are
symbiotes.
are like crashing into it,
Eddie,
and
let
some
them
of them
know.
make it through, and it's piling up and stuff. They're just like piling.
World
There's
War
so
Z.
many.
World
They're
War Z.
piling up,
World
and
War
they're
Z.
they're making their way
Yeah.
towards the boat.
World War Z. That's a
Yeah, sure.
Call the gators.
Where are my gator friends at?
You're like hours away from the gators.
Bird pert.
Oh god, this just got intense.
Bird pert.
Ethan,
Call bird
I
pert.
told you we should have got that magical magic.
Well, we would have need 20 gold worth of
I don't
Yeah,
materials. to
we
do
would
it.
have to
I
go
would've
to
given
someone.
like 20
No, but you need to buy the materials.
Who would we have bought them
Your
from?
bird.
My bird. Okay.
Go. Here's 20 gold. Go buy these materials.
Come back. I'm gonna count my change.
See you. So thanks.
So rowing faster won't save us.
Rowing faster? It does not appear to be so.
Here we go.
The horde is so wide that it's like
The horde.
it's more or less.
And
swimming
they're all
around.
wet now, right? Because they're all in the water.
They're all, yeah, so they're
Well, like
slow.
the ones in the water,
So
like
they're
they hit the
slowed.
water and they just kind of like collapse. Like they're not good in water and they're just trampling over.
But a
each
lot
other
of them are
mindlessly.
wet, right?
And they're
Decaying-
also stacking up the bodies. They're
Decaying
hitting the floor.
skin with the water.
But they are wet.
That's yucky.
Yeah, they're in water.
I'm going to call lightning.
Okay,
Boy, that's my boy.
go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, so
Thorum.
here it is.
Give 'em the
Storm cloud
Thor.
appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot wide radius, set on a point you can see within range directly. So I can see the air, right? The sky. I can see the sky, right?
Yep.
Cool.
It's clear.
Come from
Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh gee.
Yeah. How many throws? Do you got?
Gods.
You know what? I'm making one throw for all the entire horde.
Okay.
It's gonna suck.
Valhalla, I'm coming for you.
5.
What's up?
5. I'm assuming they don't make their save.
Nah. 14.
Okay.
All right. Give me some D10s, my friend.
How many?
At what point do we pass the copyright? Oh no,
back.
Twitch turned us off.
Called someone.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm messing it up too much. That's why it's not working.
Okay, stop calling people though.
You can call me. It's fine.
Okay. So a creature on a failed save. Take 2. They take 9 and 18.
All the damage.
This music is too serene for what's happening.
25. They all take 25.
25. Okay. So the lot that's in the water and take that impact, they all go rigid and collapse, but the horde just keeps on coming. The wave and the current that they're creating going into it is actually pushing your boat into the opposite shore, and it noses into the opposite shore.
But he
Everybody else
yelled,
is
bring me Thurnos. So that's okay.
Thurness?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This lasts for.
Thurnos.
We need to leave boats.
I would like to
Not boats.
hippity hop.
Not boats.
This lasts for 10 minutes. So I'm
Just gonna keep going.
gonna have another lightning bolt hit
Okay.
while they start to get. Because we're stuck on the shore.
You're
now,
stuck
right?
on the shore now, yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
what's
run.
the other shore
Run.
look like?
Yeah.
What
Run.
does
But
the
I was
shore
rolling.
look like? What direction are we running? I'm
So you're-
discombobulated.
You're on the. Hold on, I'm gonna search right myself.
Do you have a
You're
hammer?
on the eastern shore, which is pretty much the side you've been hanging out the whole time, except for when you're at Camp Vengeance.
Are you?
Are you calling me?
No, I'm calling Harley
Harley Quinn?
Quinn.
It's good. She'll give us help.
Yeah.
That mallet will help.
Can you ask her if
Available
I can
at
borrow
Empire.
her mallet, please? Yeah. So if you you start heading east-ish, I think everybody except for Bryce has night vision.
Dang it.
Just grab someone and
Does
run.
he seriously not? I have mine's 60 feet. You 60
Lead me.
Yeah, everybody should be. I don't know. Do you have night vision?
Yeah.
Oh,
Point me the direction, Master.
He's just
Come on,
gonna piggyback on Alex.
in front of you, you see as you break
Yeah.
through the foliage, there's an area where there's kind of a 20-foot gap in the
course.
forest.
Why not?
And in front of you, there's a 50-foot tall wall, and in the center is, in front of you, there's an entranceway that runs all the way up the top. It's overgrown by vines and foliage and
yeah.
trees. And you, those of you who have night vision could see that it kind of cuts in, and there's a wall immediately in front of where this doorway is, but there's passages that that look like they run across the inside of it.
It's a labyrinth.
I can't see it, so he told me.
I'm still at the water, saving your butts. All right.
So in other words, he's following the short chick,
But I still heard
the
that.
magical chick,
Yeah.
and the kick.
And I'm cutting down foliage.
You can assume that Wands like snaps her fingers and makes like a little ball of light, so he knows where to
That's
go.
actually the best way to do that.
So you're just like all the undead are like they're just kind of like they're all just continuously being fried. Do you have to be there for that? You can.
He has to. He has to be within a certain.
You heard the song?
That's
I'd
fine.
be
Also, we
within
figured out one to
60
give you-
feet.
Okay, yeah. They're
We figured out one
a few
to
hundred
give
feet
you like
away
a
from you
little
at this point.
pool wall, so you're not
Who is?
completely in the dark.
They are.
Okay, so they've run. They're
They're
Okay.
gone. You would see that they've made their way into the forest,
Do
and
you
you
want to
can't
start
see.
backing up and
where they're
continue
at?
to strike while you?
Your connection to the green would give you an idea of where they're at, though.
sweet. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. You ready for this?
Ready for it.
Ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Ready for this?
I'm so ready. Oh my God, I'm ready for this.
Okay.
Come on and slam. And welcome
To the
Japan.
jam.
Okay, so I am going to cancel. I'm gonna stop.
Oh my
Stop
God.
my lightning bolt,
Nuke.
and then with my other hand, I am going to use erupting earth,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cause the shore to become a 20-foot area.
This is my friend
Is
Tree.
there anything? Are they on the shore yet, or have I kept them in the water?
How
They're
far
yeah,
up
they
is
haven't
the
made their way across yet.
Okay,
It seems
cool.
like as you've kept going, they've been collapsing and building up higher, but the horde is thinning.
Cool. So the ground. So they don't have to run any. They don't do any checks on this because I'm just doing the ground that's in front of them.
Right.
But it is now difficult terrain.
Okay.
And I am going, and it takes at least a minute to clear by hand if they're being zombie-like. And I'm going to go ahead and head after my friendos.
Okay. And you guys, so you're at the walls. What are you guys gonna do?
Is it just a wall?
Pink Floyd.
It looks like it's it probably curves around, and it might be a circle or a oblong shape of some kind.
Mommy,
And it's
Is
covered
there a
in
man with shiny crystal balls in there?
Not that you can see from where you're at.
His response.
Is David Bowie anywhere? to be
David
seen?
Bowie
I
is
want
in the
him.
middle. You win.
Yeah,
You
hey,
found the
good job,
soulmonger. It was
Yes.
David Bowie the
We
whole
found Bowie.
time.
Knew it.
Ah, dang it.
Dressed as Tesla.
Prestige.
Is it his best blood?
Okay, do we have anything that could help us, like, besides me going cray-cray and be like, I'm going to chop all the things, that would hurt your feelings, and I don't want to chop all the things.
No, that's fine. So wait. So explain it to me again. So there's a large wall with a large entrance running up it.
Yeah, so the entrance is probably like, now that you break through, you see the entrance is probably about 2.5 feet wide, so enough for
A single
one person to
It's a
kind of get
shoot.
through at a time.
Okay.
You can see, because you have night vision, that probably about 5 or so feet deep is a wall that looks like it curves as well from what little you can tell. And that probably if you went through it, there would be a passageway that goes either way.
And this isn't like this is like an opening. It is not like a door.
Right, yeah. It's like the opening runs all 50 feet up the wall.
So we can't stop. We just gotta go.
We can.
I mean, you could go around if you want, but it's pretty...
So I think we just have to pick a direction and run.
Yeah, pick a direction, go in, pick a direction, and run for it.
Is there any time for? Do you have like a tracking or anything? Being that you are the daughter of Logan.
What's Wanza got on magical locators?
Let's say, can anyone sniff out a good direction to go?
If...
She's here.
Well, it takes... If it takes 11 minutes to
Yeah, hers
do
is-
the ritual casting of Detect Magic. And her, not really, as a player being here, I don't want to use up a spell slot. So.
Yeah. If I go bestial, can I
get, like,
use my keen sniffing
Yeah.
to like sniff for a good route?
Yeah, so, yeah, you can do that.
Pull a Gandalf. Oh, he's remembered the way.
Yeah.
Oh, the earth smells less foul this way.
Yeah, that's more
Yeah,
or less what you're going to get. So
essentially.
you shift in your form to a more badger-like? Is that what we decided?
Yeah, it's a big old badger.
Badger-like form.
Big old badger.
I mean, it's like, it's not full-on were-badger, but it's like, it looks very much badger.
Right here.
Right here,
And
badger.
you go ahead and roll a perception with advantage.
Okay.
Badger.
What is that? Mom, I told you to stop.
You said perception with advantage?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, my tablet died, so now I have to try and figure it out on my phone.
She means her visions. They're coming in now.
So it's a natural 20 brought to you by Critical
Hey!
Dice.
15% off using the code K+.
15, not 50.
15! There's a 1-5.
1-5.
Unless you win our forthcoming
24.
giveaway.
That was Beard Bomb Brush.
Oh, well, you could still go unbearded.
20!
Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll do a beard bomb brush.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so as you're
24.
kind of like running through, you towards it, you shift, and you can smell like kind of from the right side. There's a lot more of like an overgrown foliage smell, some more decay over there, but to the right, while that smell is still there, it smells more clear that way. To the right, not good. Left, good.
Follow the badger. Follow the badger.
Follow the badger. Let me go.
All right, so
You can't see anything. You're just like,
Tell me the badger. Show me where
what
the badger is.
is? I'm assuming Lara's first.
yeah.
What's who's following Lara?
But the short squatty one.
Yeah. Short Scotty one.
So Jessica.
Yeah, I'm dragging him.
Okay, so Wanza.
Wanda's there.
Yeah, Wanza's the light bulb. She's just got
Yeah.
the
She's
And
palm of fire.
then, Alex, and then Bryce is kind of bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wanza's in the middle where we can protect her.
Yeah, I mean she's at full health now, so it's.
Yeah.
All right, so as you start running through, the dark begins to envelop you, and you hear somebody up ahead of you. You can't quite see where it's coming from, like slashing into something and saying, "Hey, let me go!" And that is where we're going to leave our session. We're going to pick up next time.
Wow.
Try to figure out where we are, who
Was it a
is
feminine voice or a male
slashing.
voice?
It was a masculine voice.
Okay.
Who
Big brother.
we are about to discover. Join us again. What is it? I think it's going to be a long time until our next session, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
January.
So we're gonna
Next
take a
year.
little over a month off, but yeah, join us in 2019 to find out who is hiding in the trees.
No, I'm done with the lightning.
Oh.
I have since ruptured the earth, and I'm just. Honestly, I could have just stayed out there and just. I could have just had that grind. I could have gotten all the
I
experience.
don't know with you.
Did I get experience from killing all the zombies?
Yeah, David's at like level 15 now.
I'm still with you.
We will
I
actually
just make
start.
bread and I don't get XP.
We will start next session with everybody at level 7 because we cleared the ruins of Nangalore.
Yeah.
We beat you guys.
Squiggles is in the chat
Good
to acknowledge us.
job.
Squiggles.
And yeah, thanks for everybody who joined us.
Thanks for the host.
Stay tuned.
It was way too big for me to actually be able to tell.
Yeah,
who
I
it was.
resized that,
Wow.
and apparently it blew out.
It was
Pocket
Corey's hosting.
It was Corey. I
So,
thought it was Pocket Ace, and I
Wow.
got so excited.
Awesome.
It's
It
pocket
was
sand.
The Pocket
Yeah.
Ace is
Pocket ass.
solid.
we kind of alluded to the fact there may be a special thing coming from the Beard Bomb Brush, so keep an eye out for that.
If you like balming.
Or bearding.
And not embalming. Please don't do that.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think. I mean,
It's a profession.
could smell
It
nice.
is a profession, but we wouldn't apply that to our beard.
Mortuary. Used to
What's
have
This went a weird
We
direction.
back 'em.
Hey, thanks for hanging out. If you were in the chat, thanks for kicking it. If you're in YouTube after the fact, hello.
Hi.
From the past. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're in the podcast app after the fact, you can also give us a 5-star review. That would be lovely. Say how much you loved this, and make sure you pay attention to the road and look out behind you.
Have good dreams, not scary clown dreams.
Yeah, don't do anything
No
weird.
tricycle clowns. No tricycle clowns, you.
Ralph.
Well, yeah, that's
You watch, we all
slaughter race.
Slaughter race.
Yeah.
Well, except,
I didn't say spoiler alerts.
Spoilers.
There's clouds.
I don't know what we're talking
There's
about.
clowns and slaughter
There's
race.
clowns and slaughter race.
Clouds like in it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you for hanging out on this week's episode of The Capeless Crusaders, aka Crusaders and Dragons. My name is, of course, David Barry at DR Barry on varying social media platforms. I am joined, my comrade to the right, somehow lacking in night vision.
No one understands her. She's from that other studio. This is the Azorian one, Anthony and Steve's.
You won't get it because you haven't seen the movie yet, so we'll toss it across them who they got it.
Yeah.
More spoilers.
More spoilers. Yep. I am Erminia Sosala, but y'all can call me Minnie since I am Earth 76 Estevez. And you guys can find me on Dame Egg Sauce on the Insta-Swam.
Hey, and this is Amy. I didn't do anything but roll terribly and encourage people to do shenanigans. And I made that bread, which will not give me enough XP.
Nope.
Leavened bread.
It was leavened.
It got you enough to get to level 7.
It got me enough. That leavened bread.
That bread gave you as much XP as killing all those undead did.
Wow.
There's gotta be some
I'm gonna
lemon
stop
bread.
wasting time and go make some elevation
Making some
bread.
bread.
This is Amy. You can find me at IJD Robot on the very social media. And of course, I'm with my ladies on the Dame Patrol.
Dame Patrol!
Dame Patrol, which I'm really excited about because we've got a very special open now.
Speaking of Wreck-It Ralph Rex Ralph breaks the internet. Which
Breaks the internet.
Whatever. Your review is going to be out Wednesday.
The first, because it was a two-parter. We get into this nitty-gritty.
Yeah, we get into first part is the review, themes, and all of the fun shenanigans of character stuff. Second part is production, because we're such nerds, we have all kinds of production notes.
Rich Moore.
D23, Easter eggs, production notes, impact. We talk about the connections between not just the original animators, but the comic book world, because somebody, if you didn't see it, she was the third one down on that list. You
true.
didn't, to
You
see if
didn't.
doesn't know what I'm
I know
talking
exactly
about.
what they're talking
You know
about.
exactly who they're talking about. Babstar. No, it's not Babstar.
Dame Patrol
Means you hella
episode
Jen,
2
bro.
will be out Wednesday. Next week,
Yes.
Manderson,
Yes.
Danderson, what are the crossover bros going to be chatting about?
We're going to be jumping into one of Steve's favorites graphic novels, The Long Halloween.
Oh, shoot.
I picked it up because Batman is my brother's favorite comic book character, so I want to give him something that'd be easy for him to jump into. And, yeah. Oh, also, I'm Manderson, as Son of Manor, best friend of Corthaniel the Brave.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Thank you for joining us.
Fake news.
What, are you going to be talking about anything on Sunday?
Sunday, I might, I don't know.
Sunday.
Monster
Question.
truck.
But there will be Sunday coffee with the Azorian one this Sunday.
Oh,
It might be a little, it might be
Wunderbar.
almost the most wonderful time of the year.
Almost.
Thank you to our sponsors, Empire's Comics Vault, Beard Bomb Brush, Critical Dice. Check them out on our website, thecapelesscrusaders.com. Soon getting overhauled to be the TCC Network,
Boom!
where we will house all of our shows, The Capeless Crusaders, The Dame Patrol, Crossover, Sunday Coffee with the Azorian one, and whatever my show is whenever I come up with whatever that's
Berry
gonna be.
awesomeness.
Yeah!
I thought it was...
Very delicious.
Berry
I
delicious.
thought it was study, it
Go
was,
with Very
it was
Delicious.
Comics 101
Because
with
it's
the doc.
body too
That
berry
might
delicious for you,
that's
babe.
more than likely
Comics
what it's
101.
going
I don't think you're ready for this, Lily. I don't think you're ready for this berry.
I don't think you're ready for this.
Because his hair is too berry-licious.
For you,
For
babe.
the Capeless Crusaders. Good night.
Boom!